We are back, guys. It has been about 10 days since the last time we had made a long form video, and I felt like that was just way too long to step away from the long form videos. So I went out to the store. I got a couple of Pure Delight flavors. It's just crazy because Pure Delight has been there for me since I've been a kid. Now, if you're wondering, and some people are probably going to be wondering, they're probably like, Brandon, what is Pure Delight? What is that? If you guys know about the Hug brands, the Huggy Barrels, they come in grape, lime, strawberry, and blue raspberry. I want to say, you usually have those at parties, graduations, fun events, stuff like that. So if you have had a Hug Barrel, a Hug Juice, you're gonna kind of know what these are a little bit. Now, the main reason of why I enjoy these juices and why I think these juices are super fun and super cool is the price, $1. I want to say before inflation and before obviously things got bad with increasing prices and everything, these were 50 cents or 75 cents, I think, each. So you got what, 16 ounces of juice for 75 cents. And in the gas stations where I come from, there was no taxes. There was no 75 cents plus a couple pennies, which was like 79. It was just 75 cents. You bring in 3/4, you walk out with a juice. Really enjoyable, really fun juices. Like I said, just the only problem about them is they are very sugary, very, very sugary. I know it says on the bottle that they have, what is it? Yeah, 20 calories per serving, and the serving is one whole bottle. I don't know if that's true or not, but I definitely can say that this is chock full of sugar. This is full of sugar. So no matter how many calories you're drinking, the sugar intake in this is just ridiculous. So enough talk. Let's get started. Let's get to the reason of why we're here today. So we got, like I said, once again, the Pure Delights, and let's get it looking nice and zoomed in for you guys, so you guys can kind of see for yourselves. This is the citrus punch. Comes with, I think, lime, orange, lemon. That's where you get that citrus flavor. Then you got the watermelon, and where I come from in the city, this is one of the fan favorites is the watermelon and the strawberry. Just because the flavors are just perfect, like great. We got here is the lemonade. Why did I think it said lemonade? That was so weird. Yeah, we got the lemonade. This one's just as good. I think, like I said over here, this is the strawberry, and then we have the grape. All flavors are good. Every flavor is sweet. Every flavor has like I said, different taste to it, obviously, but they're for a reason. They're all good. Okay, so I feel like starting on strawberry, just because I was over here saying it's one of the best, it's one of the greatest flavors, and if that's, well, with watermelon, well, if that's how I'm saying it, then let's try it out and see if that's really the case, and we'll keep it strong and have it as our first trier. Now, kind of, if you guys are used to my videos, kind of what I do is at the end I will put these in ranking scores, and we will figure out which is the worst to which is the best. So let's try out strawberry. Oh, just brings back memories. Just brings back too many memories. I think about school. I think about high school. I think about elementary school. Once again, I think about school. It's just, you ever smell something, taste something, hear something, and you don't even gotta imagine it for too long, but it just brings you back to that time, like that fun time. Yeah, that's these juices for sure. You just feel younger and you feel like you're back at school. I don't want to sip too much, probably till around the neck area, so that way we can kind of sample everything and not have too much of one juice on our tongues. Let me see. Now, I want to do grape. I'm feeling dangerous. So we're gonna go with the lemonade. So strawberry was a, don't want to give too much about it. Strawberry was a good flavor. So now I'll give it about 3 sips, excuse me. So like I said, around the neck area, so that way it's fair. It's so hard. It's so hard not to give anything away just because you want to explain what makes them so different and what makes them so tasty. And oh man, this is a good one. But not to clarify and not to give too much away, I always say at least one thing about them, like how I said about the strawberry. Now for the lemonade, you get a huge hint of lime and lemon. So that's why I felt like they should have called it lemon limeade or lemon limeade, something like that. But this one is, if you're a citrusy person, you're a person that enjoys a lemonade, lime juice, homemade lime juice, or just enjoy limes on your cucumbers and flavors that match up like that. Yeah, lemonade lime is the way to go, definitely. Now we got these two out the way. I'm gonna be moving these around into the section over here, so just that way we know what's been drinked, and what hasn't been drinked. We got 3 flavors left. We got the, once again, grape, watermelon, and citrus punch. And I'm feeling we're gonna go with the watermelon next, just because, kind of like I said with the strawberry, it's kind of what to be a fan favorite around in the city of where I am at, and so we got to really see if this is our fan favorite or not. Definitely get the watermelon flavor. Now, without spoiling too much, that is a very, very potent flavor. Like, it is very, how could I say, tart and sweet and sour at the same time. I kind of gave up a little bit too much, but it's okay. That's very, very delicious. When you try your best to not compare them with everything else, it's super hard. But besides just saying, oh, it's good, or oh, it's sweet, because if you give up a little bit too much wordplay, you've given it up. So, yeah, this is just, once again, very immaculate flavor. It's I can really see why it's one of the best in the city. We got 2 flavors left. We got let's push it a little bit over here so that way all these flavors can be seen, looking nice. Make sure that I want all flavors to be at least around the same area of how much we've drank in them. It's looking pretty good. So we're gonna go with the grape. We got the grape. Let's try it out. Like I said before, 20 calories the whole bottle. Do you really think that's true? Oh, grape. Mm. 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 This one just reminds me of a summer camp I used to go to when I was younger. My mom used to take me to this camp when I was a kid. It was called the Association House in Chicago. Um, Obviously, if you're not from Chicago and you're not from Illinois, you're probably not going to know about it. But it is a fun camp. It's kind of where you go when your parents are working, or your parents have a job, or kind of, that's really it, work, and they have to send you to a summer camp because you don't really have any other brothers or sisters or people who are going to watch you. And let me just tell you honestly, summer camps were always the best because you got fun, you got to play, you got to meet new kids and meet other people, and it was just always a dope experience. And the reason I am bringing this up is because these were the juices my mom would come and pick me up with in her old car. It was a red Toyota. And little things like that, little memories like that, they bring you back, they make you feel younger, they make you feel happier. And the grape one, I think I just gotta say it was the grape one, just because of all these memories that are coming back. She used to always bring the grape one, and it was right there sitting in the front seat with me with a Snicker bar, a bag of chips. So that's why bags of Funyun chips, Snicker bars, they unlock a different memory of your parents and when your parents just looked out for you. So if I really am thinking about the grape one, I could just think about my mom and think about the times when she picked me up and dropped me off one of these, and they were really fun. The flavor too, like the others, just great. How could you really miss? How could you really want to pass up on one of these juices? Now, hey, I don't blame you if you don't want to drink these, just because there are a lot of sugar in these. And there's a lot of people that they tend to just like water or like fruit juices that have half of the sugar that these have. So I don't blame them for that either. Now, enough talk. I think I was able to explain that grape story a little bit on the great side. That was interesting. But we got now our last and final one before we start ranking everything and putting everything in a ranks. We are at 11 minutes in. I don't know how much storage I have, just because my storage has been kind of crazy the last couple of weeks. It cuts off, so I don't want to blab it off too much. Try to keep it under the 15-minute range, or 20. 20, huh? Probably hitting 20. But we'll start off here. We got the citrus punch. It's hard not to go for each and every one of these. This ranking is going to be difficult. This is going to be a very difficult ranking, just because I'm a person where I like every flavor. It's hard for me to pick. I'm sorry. I think that every flavor is great. If you guys have ever had Hawaiian Punch. If you guys have ever had Sunny Delite, Tampico, you guys like that one. This one just gives you such a Tampico, such a, like I said, Sunny D vibe, just because it comes with that orange and that lemon lime and that citrusy flavor that just really throws you back to those other typical juices. And it's just great. I want to just give one last sip in this one. We've got them all around to the neck area. We've done a pretty good explanation. We've done a pretty good job on explaining just a little bit of every bottle. Now we're going to be ranking it and putting it from worst to best. And now, if I have to be completely honest, it's going to be, like I said, very difficult. We got the strawberry, we got the lemonade, we got the watermelon, we got the grape, and we got the citrus punch. I'm going to give them one last swig through just to kind of analyze and start putting them in. Wow. It's still hard. No matter what, that's still hard. Okay, so we're going to be going from worst to best. And I think it kind of already drew my attention to what would kind of be the worst one out of these five. Kind of when you drink them all in the row, you get that. You kind of get like a little in the face that lets you know, yeah, these are great, this one's good, and this one's bad. Obviously, nothing are bad. None of them are bad. But I'm going to put lemonade as the worst. Lemonade to be the worst. And it's not, once again, like I said, just because it's bad. It's not because it's bad. It's good. Just the lemonade flavor is a bit too tart, where every drink, every sip, excuse me, that you get, it doesn't get better, but it kind of gets a little worse. And it's kind of, it's very sour, very, and not even that much sweet. So it's a little bit too empowering for why it could be anything in the 4, the 3, the 2, the 1 range. So we have lemonade at number 5. At number 4, between the citrus punch, the grape, the watermelon, and the strawberry, I'm going to put the grape at number 4. And that's from, like I said, having all those memories, having all those like I said, great times with my mom and all that, it still doesn't earn the number 3 spot because it lets you know I am not biased and I don't care about memories. I care about flavor. I care about taste. I care about, is it gonna satisfy other people instead of just me? And it doesn't. It does not. So this is number 5. Number 4. See, and then at the last 3 of the strawberry, the watermelon, and the citrus punch. Gonna say that citrus punch is number 3. I love it. It's great. It, like I said, reminds you of Sunny D, reminds me of Tampico. But does it crack the number 2? Does it crack the number 1? Not really. It is great, but I just think that there is a little bit too much going on here to be, you know, in the number 2 and number 1 spot. I just think the lemons, the limes, the oranges, it just kind of combines too much, and it kind of makes it too copycat of a Tampico and a Sunny D, like I said before. So number 3. Number 2. To be with, obviously the winner will be chosen once we pick number 2 because there'll be the last one left. Number 2, I'm gonna have to put it as watermelon. I felt like strawberry was the best. Watermelon was good. Watermelon was right there. It was right there. Just, it could not grasp my attention that much at to be number 1, just because it's other people's fans' favorite. It doesn't mean it's going to be my fan favorite. I am, like I said, not a biased person. I like to keep everything very, very, very fair. So number 1, we have the strawberry. But once again, like I said, any flavor is good. Every flavor is great. $1 each, $5 for 5 juices. Don't recommend drinking them all in one day, but very flavorful, very great. And our winner is strawberry. Guys, this has been fun. This has been a great video. Stay tuned. We got some more videos coming out soon, some more shorts, long form, everything, guys. Hit that notification button, like, subscribe, comment. This has been your boy Brian saying, let's give it a try. Come on!